They were long and boring. I felt it was kind of useless because we've been tested like endless on the same material already, so it doesn't really matter.
Honestly, a bit easier than I expected.
Okay.
But other than that, it was alright.
They were pretty long. I didn't feel like they were very productive, pretty boring to be honest, and pretty challenging too.
They were easy.
I mean, it wasn't that it was like really hard. It was just really long, and the questions like didn't make sense.
It was long, and my computer kept crashing, so yeah.
The first day went absolutely fine with Chromebook testing, but the second day it probably took about 35 minutes to get started because we'd always have one person that has a problem. As soon as one problem gets fixed, another one pops up. But other than that, one day where it took like 35 minutes, it was alright.
They were very slow when like I was like starting them up, and they're alright, I guess.
They're slow. When you started up, a lot of the kids in my class, like half the class, had trouble actually getting into the test. And I don't know. I'm not sure if they were worth how much money they cost.
Well, in my English class, like we didn't even really take the PARCC test until like 30 minutes later because like half the class's Chromebooks didn't even work, and they had to kind of shut down and like restart them.
I think it made it kind of easier because like you were working on a computer and you were able to like go back and everything. But yeah.
I didn't like typing. I prefer to like write out my essays.
Not really well, and since we weren't allowed to use the calculators on hand until the second session, it kept like, I couldn't see the graphic calculator on the computer screen very well since the screen was so tiny.
The 2.5-hour classes were really enjoyable while they lasted, but they kind of ended up screwing over my schedule in the long run. Because teachers didn't want to teach for the 2.5 hours. They do something, say like, oh, let's watch a Disney movie. And now I'm like a class period and a half behind in engineering. We have a project for CAP that we're a day behind on, and everyone's scrambling to get the quarter finished. So I think if they were a little bit shorter, as well as teachers managing their time better, it could have been all right. But that really messed up our schedule.
Very boring, because like you're not supposed to like sit down for like 2 hours. Like that's just not right. You're supposed to be like 30 minutes maybe and like walk around, have a little break. But then we just like sit down for like 2 hours, learn about the same thing, or maybe not even anything if the teachers didn't know what to do.
We watched a movie, and we did a lot of work done actually.
Some of them were boring, like there was no use to it, and then others were like fun and made it like.
There was one time, because like I have English 5th period, so we had English. I had English and I had to take the PARCC first, and then you had to go to 5th period right afterwards. So I was literally in English for like 3.5 hours, and I was going crazy.
It just wasn't working out well for some of the teachers because they were too boring or too fast or went too slow. Yeah.
For some classes they were fine because the teachers understood they were too long. Like we would learn for a portion of the class, and then the next portion we would just watch a movie or just have some break time. But then some of the classes, we like in my AP&SL class, we just powered through the whole time. It was a bit long, and I'm not sure if we actually were learning by the end. It's just getting information thrown at us.